Hello everyone, Chandler here. Today we're doing a video talking about comments, but first I want to show you my brand new office. So this is the third time I've set up this office. The first time I really liked how it looked. I had no reason to change it, but that room got flooded, so I moved, and wouldn't you know it, that got flooded the next year. I went to a totally different part of the house that hasn't been flooded yet, so fingers crossed it stays that way. I really enjoy this office. I like the way it looks and it feels, and it's a bigger space than what I've had before, so super stoked on that. Like I said before, this is a video talking about YouTube comments. I know this channel is usually about skateboarding and handboarding, but because of my wrist break that happened 2.5 months ago, I'm still not fully healed over it. I've got to wear this brace for a couple more weeks, and because of that, it's not secure enough for me to fall when I skateboard, and I can't move my hand that fast to handboard. It really hurts if I hit the limits of this side or this side as far as mobility. So bear with me on these next couple videos until I can skate again. I'm so excited to skate, but I just have to wait a little bit longer so I don't have to do any surgery or anything on this by breaking it more. So I wanted to title this video reacting to mean comments or people roast me or that kind of thing, but as I started to read some comments just before this video, you guys are super nice. So I'm just gonna go through a lot of the comments and just kind of respond verbally and then just say thank you. The first video we're looking at is my 1 year versus 7 year skateboarding progression video. I uploaded this, and within the first year I got maybe 200 or 300 views, pretty standard for my channel. And then somebody else, way more popular, uploaded a 1 year versus 7 year skateboarding video, and mine was the next recommended. So all the people that watched that video started watching mine, and mine built up so much to where people were getting recommended it just because. And it's at 171,000 views right now. It's my most viewed video. So it's got 138 comments on it right now, so we're just gonna go through some of them and reply. Metalhead96 said, "You started with actually nothing and made the best of it," and he's referring to my first year and first 2 or 3 years of skateboarding. I lived out in the country, so it was all gravel roads, so I was just skating on a small concrete slab where our mobile home used to sit, and then I would take pieces of plywood and siding of our house and lay them down and make skate obstacles. So I tried to make the best of what I had. Jake Shelfer says, "Your voice is so soothing and nice progress. You're really good." Well, thank you, Jake. I appreciate it. And this is like the first of many comments talking about my voice. No one ever in real life has ever told me my voice sounds good or it's soothing or it's something you want to listen to. But in the comments of these videos especially, people say that a lot. Tatia Tio says, "This is good ASMR." Isaiah Bell says, "Dude, that was sick. Well, I've been skating since I was 13 and I'm 16 right now, and I think I'm pretty decent, but not good enough to get sponsored. Do you think by the time I'm your age I could be?" And this started a whole string of replies saying, "Hey, you're gonna be good enough to be sponsored if you keep trying, and just have fun, don't worry about sponsorships." I personally said that I didn't start skating until I was 16, so if he's decent when he's 16, he's just gonna get better, especially better than I am. And yeah, it was really cool and positive, just people replying back to what this guy had said, kind of a little bit of insecurity. Juan Gomez says, "This kind of makes me want to tear up a little, seeing a little kid make something of nothing and make the best of it. Great video, thumbs up." And thank you, man, that's really nice of you to say. Michael Carson says, "Would you say having a gymnastics background helped your skating?" And for the longest time I've said yes, and I still kind of believe that, but it's not really in the way I think or most people think. Usually gymnasts have really good balance, and I myself have pretty good balance as far as gymnastics goes, as far as handstands and all that kind of stuff. But in skateboarding, for manuals, I am one of the worst of my friends at manuals. I don't know why, I can't grasp my head around it. I'm really lanky, and so it's just hard for me to balance. I know it's not really an excuse because there's lankier people who balance better. And I always told people that I learned how to fall in gymnastics, and that's true, except falling in gymnastics, you're falling on very soft things. So you kind of crash and your body is okay for the most part. In skateboarding, if you do those kind of crashes, you will get hurt. You learn how to roll out of things, and that's definitely helped me save myself many times. Or I've fallen forwards and kind of gone into a handstand just to slow down my momentum. But yeah, it doesn't help as much as people think, but just being physically active has helped. Even the mean comments aren't really that mean. Kid Ray says, "It took you 7 years to transfer into that? Maybe I just watched the video wrong." And I don't know, it doesn't really hurt that bad. He didn't call my skating bad or anything. He just said, "Hey, maybe I'm watching the video wrong. It wasn't as impressive as I thought it was gonna be." LPT98 says, "You have no idea how motivating this was. Thanks, man." And that's very true. For the most part, I make a video and put it out in the world, and the only way I hear how people receive the video is by commenting or talking to me through Instagram or that kind of thing. So if you have any suggestions or thoughts on my stuff, a comment is always appreciated down below. I'm not gonna get my feelings hurt if you don't like it, and I would rather someone say, hey, this isn't like my favorite content, you should stick to this kind of stuff. I'll take it with a grain of salt because there's lots of other people watching. But yeah, I always appreciate feedback. Jordan Berry says, nice hospital flips. I wanna see whose is better though, mine or yours. Hit up my Instagram if you're interested. And then he puts his Instagram. And I'm not gonna lie, I didn't check it out because I don't really like comparing myself to others in that way. Kawhi says, I started skating this April after I finally convinced my parents to buy me a board. You're incredibly talented and good at skating. I hope I can be just as good as you someday. Kawhi, thank you. And just like we said earlier of you guys saying that I've motivated you in ways I don't know, you guys motivate me in ways that you don't know. Like leaving a comment like that, I don't think it's true. I don't think I'm incredibly talented at skateboarding. I have so many friends that are way, way better than me. But I really appreciate you saying that and encouraging me to keep improving and live up to that and make more videos. Roadrunner Bill says, so did you only skate by yourself? I started skating, but nobody I know skates, so I'm just doing it by myself, but I find it difficult to make progress. And yeah, I think it's really hard to skate if you're just skating by yourself. Reflecting on it, the first 2 years or 3 years of my skating, I didn't skate with anybody else. I was just learning on a concrete pad out in the country. I was going to the city and downloading videos on how to skate and coming back home and watching them over and over and over. No one was helping me with the issues I was having. I was just kind of learning on my own, but I wasn't influenced by anybody. The trick order I learned was so weird compared to what most people learn. I didn't learn how to do back 180s, and I could already do tail slides and heel flips and that kind of thing. Jason Williams says, whoa, can't stress how cool this is. I started skating back in 2010 as well, and it's great watching this and seeing you on the other side of the world, going through this skateboarding journey in an entirely different way than I have, all the way up until today. The hospital, maybe alpha flip, axle stall is awesome. First one I've ever seen of that. I haven't seen anyone else do that either. Maybe when you hit 10 years, you can do another update video like this. Keep going with what you do, man. And thank you, I would love to do that. I am really pushing, I really wanted to, 3 months ago, film a street part, and then I broke my wrist trying the first trick of the street part. So I have put that on hold. I will get back to skating in the street and filming stuff, and then I can use that footage to compare to what I've done in the past. Another kind of mean comment comes from WH Mozart, and he says, this looks a little too good to be just 1 year. You're either incredibly talented or there was at least 2 or 3 years behind the first clips. And it's not super mean, but he's just saying I'm a liar. I told him I was a gymnast for a long time, and I just skated a bunch, as much as I could. And he turned around and said, hey, well, sorry, I was wrong. Maybe it's me starting at 40 that makes it taking a bit longer. Good job, man. So for the most part, when people are just saying things and not believing you, if you kind of reassure them, they'll either say they're sorry or they'll double down. And the last comment we're gonna look at today comes from mdopol2, and he says, I've been skating for 2 years and I can barely ollie. And again, just like what we saw earlier, we have like 5 or 6 comments just talking about how long people have been skating, how many tricks they can or can't do, and just do what you think is fun. And I fully agree with what they've said. To end off this video, hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you are a skater or do any sort of action sports, go out and do that as much as you can while the weather is still good. Hopefully you're not watching this in the winter and you can't skate at all, because that's no fun. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching, and God bless.